I'm Angelina from Cleveland, Ohio. In this video, I will teach you how to hang up any chandeliers, light fixtures, lamps, light fixtures. Okay, so this is on. Okay, you're looking at my back porch. It's a transformer, and this transformer was my parents'. It's like 800 watts, which is pricey, but it's a transformer just hanging on a screw. The timer in it didn't work, so I have it right there. I have it hooked up to a $5 Family Dollar timer. So they usually come on about 8:30 at night, and they stay on till about 7 in the morning. See, the wire comes like this. It goes across the floor. It comes up and around. Comes up and around, down and around. And then the one long wire, there's one that runs all the way down to the tree. And then for each one, you'll use a connector. I'll add in little clips so you know what they are, but connectors, and you can double up on connectors. If you hang out to the end, I can teach you how to save a whole bunch of money without buying this stuff out. But if you have the money and you want to go out and buy everything, cool too. My little chandelier, if you see right there, is broken. The little chandelier is broken. And then I'll do a whole series of videos because some of mine aren't working. So like in this little one, I don't know why it's not working. Usually, well, I did a whole bunch of work behind there, so I stepped on everything, and I don't know. I'll do other videos, like sometimes just the light bulb's loose or you need it. My lights have been hanging up here since 2019. They stay out in the wintertime. I don't mess with them. But I think that little one hanging down there, I think that has something to do with the dog and a squirrel. I've been a painter for 30 years, and whenever light fixtures or lamps, when we're supposed to go in the garbage, when I did trash outs on properties, or they took down light fixtures, I brought them home, and everybody knows I love chandeliers. People give me chandeliers. This one I bought at Discount Paint on Broadview for 30 bucks for two of them. And this one back here, this is, can't even see it. That one back there, the branch it was hanging on broke. Okay, I have seen transformer boxes on Marketplace for like 10 bucks and 20 bucks. Light fixtures, lamps, actually that little one was inside of a big glass case, and that was on Marketplace for free chandeliers. I only had to drive about 15 minutes to go pick that up. Lady left it on her front porch. I use pieces and parts. I just put this piece, screwed it on the harp, and then this was from a chandelier that I hated. So that's how that got there. Okay, now the wire, also you can find it on Marketplace. If you take your time with all this, you're going to find everything you need for way less money than if you go out and buy it. But all this stuff is available at Home Depot with the exception of the lamps. The lamps, the chandeliers, I mean, they have them there, but They sit outside. They're going to rust. Everything is going to rust. Oh, and my light bulbs, I've never replaced them. So I'm thinking some of my light bulbs might be burnt out. They've been here, what, 6 years now? So I know this works because it's 6 years. And the light bulbs, the most important thing, the absolute most important thing is you have to buy 12-volt light bulbs, not 120-volt light bulbs like that's in your house. So that's what the transformer does. The transformer, you run the wire, you hook them in with connectors, and then once it's hooked in with connectors, that's the most important thing, 12-volt light bulbs. I'll put links in the description. You cannot buy 12-volt light bulbs at Home Depot. So, okay, so wattage. The transformer box is going to depend on how many lights in how many lights in your backyard you want. My chandelier, each bulb, those bulbs are 7 watts. Okay, and then you're going to start adding up all your watts. So you really, really, really want to get your chandelier, your lights, you want to collect all of those first and know how many, you want to know how many lamps, chandeliers, light fixtures that you want in your yard. Okay, so those are the candelabra bulbs. Now these bulbs, I got those from 1000bulbs.com. These are only 1 watt each. So like, if you hook all 3 of them wires together and then use one connector to hook them all up, then it'll save you $5 instead of, or $10, because the connectors are $5 each. But the connectors, oh, I should take one off so you can see it. I don't have enough daylight for that. In these 2 lamps, I got this one from a rehab store. It was $5 because, let's see if I can, this was broke off and I don't care. And then these, I found at a flea market. Guy sold me a whole box of them. He gave me like, I think 30 or 40 of them for like $10 at a flea market. But these are on Amazon too. Again, links. If you find anything with the little holes in them, that means you can hang the crystals up on them. This was from an apartment I trashed out. Now here's, I don't know how to make this go higher. Like, I'm thinking maybe a pineapple can and spray it flat black. I haven't figured that one out yet. I don't know. So you just run, like those each, that's only 2 watts for me. So you could hook the wires from both lamps together, put them to one connector, and then put it into your main feed wire. Oh, I'm forgetting a lot of stuff. Okay, so basically, if you start in the beginning, get your chandeliers, get your lights, get all your lights, your light fixture set up, so you'll know which ones you want candelabra bulbs, and the other one, I think they're E12 or something, like regular, they're standard sockets. In both cases, oh, and I have really, really low watts because we sit out here, burn a fire. I have a fire pit in the ground, but they don't attract mosquitoes. The watts are way, way low. Okay, so you need to figure out what all you want and where you want it. So once you figure out how many light fixtures, lamps, and chandeliers you want, that's going to determine how many light bulbs and how many watts. So you want, and then that it'll also determine how many light bulbs are you buying. Buy a couple extra. In all the light bulbs I've bought, I think I only got 2 that didn't work. And when I bought them, they were 94 cents. And I just looked them up. They're like $3 a piece now. So this can get to be pricey. Oh, and wherever you have wires, like back here, you can see my wires on the wall, but at night you can't see them and nobody cares. Because this really is beautiful at night. And especially in the tree with all that coming down is gorgeous at night. And I want to hook up more. So those videos will come. It's like, okay, so on my back porch, I want to light that one up. And then I have one inside that's like a 4-banger that I want to hang in the middle of there. Oh, okay, so all this low voltage wire, this is why it's not going to pop a transformer or whatever. It's because it's low voltage. It could be going through a puddle of water and it's not going to electrocute you or nothing weird. Mine just goes right under the mulch, pretty much. This one, wait, I gotta back up. Oh, no I don't. See, if you see the wire, I started putting it in between the bricks. I only got about that far. So I'm digging out in between the bricks so I could finish the wire to go to this lamp on the other side. And then I want to put more by my garage. But you will love this. And yes, everything, all the lamps, everything rusts. I didn't try to make them not rust. When you ask your family and friends that you want lamps, any lamps, light fixtures, chandeliers, even if you hate them, you can take them apart and you could use pieces and parts. Okay, so in this lamp, these are, I don't know, I just put them there because I thought they looked cool. These are actually frames for shades, but then this comes off of a ceiling fan. And this is just a generic globe on top of it. And everything gets wet, but it works. Even in the pouring down rain, even in the snow. When you ask your family and friends for all the cool for anything, tell them even if it doesn't work. For no other reason, you can take it apart and use the pieces and the parts and the bolts. And if you find a really cool old lamp, so when you find any cool old lamp, you can refigure it and make it work for you. So installation is easier than you think. Okay, this right here, this is all you need, a nail or screw to hang on the wall next to your outdoor power, wherever it is. I have one out by the greenhouse where I actually just drilled a hole through the wall, hung this outside, and ran the little short wire inside and then plugged it in inside the garage. But that's it. You just hang it on the wall. Here's the screws on the bottom. Oh, sorry. Okay, this one has the screws on the bottom. So what you would do is take your landscape wire, separate it, and strip it. Probably helped if I used, would probably help if I used the right one. Okay. Then you would use a screwdriver make your little hooks, and then screw them right to there. Okay. And then once you, when you run the main line all the way through the yard, you're going to want to use the 12-2 landscaping wire. If you're only running like 2 or 3 or 4 lamps or whatever, then you could go like the cheaper route with the 14. But once you put one in and you keep going, you're not going to want to have to change out your long wire. So it's better just to go with the 12-2. So once you run from the box, then you run your whole wire around the whole yard, you know, wherever you want to go to. Okay, so say you put some different ways to do this. Okay, so the connectors, this is a connector. These I looked up yesterday. These were on Home Depot. These are, you get 2 for like $9.50, $10. So these can be pricey if you're doing a lot. Now one thing I did was, instead of cutting the lines off of this, so there's one table with 2 lamps and I didn't have enough connectors. So what I actually did was I cut the line off an extension cord and I hooked it to a connector, and before I cut these lines, I just plugged them straight into a dollar store extension cord. So a dollar store extension cord, get the cheapest one you could get, and then you could hook up 3 potential lamps if all the wires meet. Okay, so, but for the ones you're just hooking up, it is just as nice and easy as wrap the wires. You don't have to, but if you have these little things, or just tape them. Now the electric tape, I do recommend that you get decent electric tape from Home Depot. You don't want to go to the dollar store for this. Just tape them up. I usually do like this. That one's kind of frayed. I took these out of the backyard just so I could show you, because I didn't have any laying around. But you want to take that. This isn't hard. Okay, so twist your wires together so they get really good contact. Fold it over and get a piece of tape. Tape up both sides. Oops. Tape up both sides. Nice and tight. And then I would tape this one. I kind of fried it. I kind of ripped it apart, trying to get it apart. But I would do the same thing on this side. That gagging is my dog. He has allergies. And then wrap up the whole thing nice and tight all together so they don't come apart, you know, when your dog walks on them or whatever. Or I walk on them. So that's one way. And then you have it on the table. And then now this part, when you have your main wire, you know, behind your table or whatever, then this. Okay, so the connector, if you look inside there, there's little tiny spikes inside there. Let's see. But there's little tiny spikes in there. So the main wire you have going around. So now you would hook up your lamp like this. You'd push the wire down in there, and then you take this one and shove them together. I think I broke this one. And you just clamp it, you just squeeze it together. If you don't have a lot of finger strength, let's see, use a big pair of pliers or something like this. And then once you get it started, okay. So once you get it started, it is not this hard, I swear. So you push them together, and then you'll be able to push them together like that. Okay, so one thing you should know is it doesn't matter, like when you're wiring everything up, it doesn't matter that you're crossing lines. There's only 2 lines, and it never matters which line gets hooked to which line. Oh, I can never find the end of the tape. I probably should start over and just do this the right way. So then here's your main wire. And now you just hooked your lamp like that. But if in the, say like you're hanging up a chandelier, you know, you only have so much wire, then in that case, let's cut this off. These are not so easy to get apart. Now I know they have ones that screw together. I think they sell them online. Those ones are much easier to take apart. Oops. Because they just have a screw. Anyway, okay. Oh, screwdriver. Need a screwdriver. Hopefully you don't. If you do have to take them apart, little screwdriver. And even though you punctured that, it's fine. Nobody's getting electrocuted. Okay, so let's see. Okay. Nice dusty chandelier. Oh, my screen's upside down. Okay, so in this case, see, there's only a little bit of wire on here. So there's only a little bit of wire on here. Wow, that's thin wire. Okay, so then in that case, take your extra, this wire, and what you're kind of doing is making your own extension cord. So then you would wire these together, hang this up in the tree. Well, I would wire them first, Connect them with the electric tape or with these little stupid things, and then tape it all up when you're done. But then you can run this cable, this 12-2 wire, run it down, like put it in the back side of your tree, run it all the way down the tree. And then when you get to the end of the wire, then you would hook up this, you would hook up your connector, and the connector will go to the main wire that runs through the yard. So, finding lamps and chandeliers. Go on, first, ask your family and friends. See who has what. And you might want to tell them, like, you want them even if they're broken or blah, 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 or if they don't work. Because you can use the pieces and parts off this. Like, if this chandelier was all, like, in god-awful pieces, you might even only want the crystals. Like, I would take these off and spray them flat black. I think I'm going to do that when I hang this one up. If you get on Facebook Marketplace, put the words in: free chandelier, free light fixture, free lamps, light fixtures, free chandeliers. What that's going to do is every time you get on Facebook Marketplace, it's going to come up front and center. Because it wants to show you the things first that they think you want. So that's always a good thing. Now the other thing, a lot of stuff, this lamp, I bought 2 of these at an estate sale for $5. So what you want to do for estate sales, and if you really get into this and want lamps and all that stuff, oh wait, back to Marketplace. You can always find the stuff and the boxes on Marketplace, but you don't want to buy this first, because unless you know you only want so many lamps, then you're going to know the watts. But if you go crazy like I did and start hanging all the chandeliers, you're going to want more watts, or just start big. But the bigger the inverter is, the more watts you could put around. So 7 watts, these I think I found, these are 2 watts, these ones. And if you go on, okay, this is a weird one, but you can buy little adapters that'll go in there to make the candelabra bulbs fit in there. I've never done that, but I've seen it. Estate sales, you're going to find a lot of really cool stuff at estate sales. So, and in your phone, go to, on the apps, go to estatesales.net. There's an app, put it in your phone. There's no garbage that comes with it. I've had mine for 4 years. Okay, so on Thursday nights, most people, you can go on there and you'll see a map. And make sure you sign up for the email, because they'll email you with upcoming estate sales. They'll give you a map, and you could put within like 30 miles, usually about a half hour. I don't go too much further than that, but usually Thursday night, it'll tell you all the estate sales that's happening Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And they post pictures, which is really cool. If you see one with $1,000 like coffee table in it, that's probably not the one you want. You can look at the pictures and get a good idea for what's in the estate sale. The more junk, the more old cool chandeliers you're going to find, or whatever. The best thing about most estate sales is if you go on Sunday, a few hours before they close, they post the hours. They're going to get rid of everything for like 50% off, if not more. But then you kind of risk losing what you went to the estate sale for. So it's always a gamble. But these were $5 each, and I went there an hour before they closed, and I got 2 of them for $5. Oh, and if you find, say, a chandelier like this, and it doesn't come, as long as it has all those little holes in them all over the place, and like these little arms hanging out, if you don't have these, they do sell them on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description. You can make anything with any lamp putting beads on it, I think. Okay, what else? Okay, I think that's it. I think I shared everything I want to share. Okay, so I will make videos showing how I hang them. All the steps that I go through, other than what I just explained. I hope this video explains everything you need to know. Everything is super easy. You don't need, I think the only tool you need are one of these. And this was like a fancy one. You don't even need one this fancy. I think you could pick up the wire strippers. I want to say $6, $7 a pair. I think those were 10. But yeah, and get good electric tape. I do like using these. I think they're more secure, the little caps. When you buy the connectors, these connectors will come with the little caps, so don't buy them separately. I think that's it. As I do more videos with the yard lights, I want to put one in my greenhouse, and I have a couple around my dining room table outside that I want to hang some up. I will make videos on that. And then and I will put if you come back and you're looking for more light up videos, I will put them in a playlist so you don't have to see all the other crap or weird stuff I do. Thank you so much. I hope somebody gets inspired. I'm really sick of solar lights because my backyard's full shade, and they only light for like an hour. And if I'm sitting out there from 9 o'clock to midnight, you know, what's the point? I hope this inspires you. And I hope you come back. Thanks so much for watching.